Please welcome Ford's Head of Product Development and Purchasing, Hal Titang.
Thank you. As you can see, the hottest segment gets even hotter with the new Edge ST. This is our most powerful SUV ever. It's also the most advanced, and the first of a series on the way from the Ford Performance Group. It's also part of an all-new Edge lineup. Since it was introduced, Edge's success is driven by the way it connects with customers and how it makes them feel. ST, it's an exclamation mark on the Edge lineup, with a combination of head-turning design, smart technology, and of course, even more fun and sporty performance. Positioned between Escape and Explorer, Edge ST expands our always unstoppable SUV family. Now, to tell you more about Edge ST, I'd like to introduce you to the team member who was the best at handling our pressure tests, just like a pro. She's been working on the Edge program for the past 2 years, planning the thousands of tests that help our team improve every single feature on this new Edge product. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Edge team member, Diane Miller. Congratulations, Diane.
Thank you.
Are you ready to do this?
After riding with you, piece of cake. I have to admit, I'm a bit of a car snob, so curb appeal is really important to me. And I love the wow factor that our design engineers gave our new ST, with the monochromatic paint, unique LED lighting, and a subtle but very distinctive ST badging. Plus, there's even more good stuff that you can't see. Ford Performance tuned the 2.7-liter EcoBoost engine to deliver 335 horsepower. Then, they combined all of that power with the Sport-tuned suspension and pedal shifters, giving Edge that punch behind the wheel that drivers like Hal can really appreciate. Inside, you'll immediately notice the unique ST design cues on the scuff plates in the sport seats. Plus, our design team gave all Edges a new interior. It's got a rotary shifter that helps free up space for things like storage and all-new wireless charging. And drivers who hate unwanted road noise can really appreciate that our acoustic engineers made the interior so quiet. And for those that love their music, whether it's rap, rock, R&B, whatever, will really appreciate the crisp and clear sound of the available B&O Play system. Now, not everyone can handle a vehicle on a track like Hal, but anyone can be a smarter, safer driver with the advanced driver assist features that Edge offers, including adaptive cruise control with lane centering to keep you in your lane and away from other vehicles. Evasive steering assist to help you avoid obstacles if you aren't really steering enough. And when you've had an accident, post-collision braking kicks in automatically to help you reduce the risk of a secondary collision. Add it all up, and this Edge is the smartest, most advanced SUV we have ever created. And I should know, because I have planned more than 3,000 tests to prove it. Wow, what do you think, Hal? Did we hit all the high points?
Diane, thank you. I think you nailed it. Let's hear it again for Diane Miller and the new Edge ST. The new Edge lineup improves on our winning formula, which continues attracting new, more affluent customers to the Ford brand. Next up, we have a legendary nameplate that's built for individuals who love having the freedom to go where they want, when they want.
Please welcome Ford President of North America, Raj Nair.
Well, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the Ford Ranger. All new for North America and ready to help Ford take our rightful place in the mid-sized truck segment. Sure, other companies have been dabbling here, but we're jumping back into this mid-sized segment from a different vantage point. A vantage point of dominating American trucks since 1977, before we even knew who Luke Skywalker's father was. Ranger's an icon with an emotional connection for millions, including me. Ranger was actually the first vehicle that I worked on when I came to Ford in the late 80s. And one of my favorite Ranger memories was working with the team on the Global Ranger in Australia several years ago. After our first drive of the prototypes, I knew then we had a world-class truck with great maneuverability and an ideal blend of capability and fuel economy. Since Ranger went on sale in 2011, it's become the best-selling midsize pickup in Europe, South Africa, and New Zealand. And Ranger sales jumped from number 5 to number 2 globally, without even offering it in the world's largest truck market. And now, the time is right to bring it here, designed and engineered specifically for North American customers. Now, on the all-new Ranger, the first glance tells you it's built Ford tough. It has that athletic stance, available LED lighting, and a class-exclusive frame-mounted steel bumper, which is a big deal to truck fans. I want to be clear, real trucks don't have fascias. What really matters is what you can't see, like a fully boxed high-strength steel frame that enables best-in-class payload, excellent towing, and off-road durability that truck owners expect from Ford. Ranger's not only built Ford Tough capable, it's adventure ready, with a 2.3-liter EcoBoost engine that allows us to target best-in-class torque. Ranger's FX4 off-road package delivers an off-road tuned suspension with enough ground clearance to clear those obstacles, a frame-mounted skid plate, and an electronic locking rear differential to improve traction. There's also innovative technology like our terrain management system and new trail control that's like cruise control for off-road driving. And if your adventures involve towing, Ranger has a blind spot information system with trailer coverage that monitors vehicles in blind spots even on the side of the trailer. And no matter where your adventures take you, Sync Connect with Wi-Fi hotspot allows passengers to stay connected with up to 10 mobile devices. That's the all-new Ranger. It's smart, it's capable, and it's the only midsize pickup that's built Ford Tough. Now, of course, you know how I feel about building vehicles for passionate enthusiasts. Those people who want cars to turn heads. To me, that's what transforms everyday drives into real adventures. And it's exactly what our next new car is all about.
I'm Molly McQueen, and Steve McQueen was my grandfather. Thank you. This October marks the 50th anniversary of his iconic film, Bullitt. It's crazy. You talk to people about great car chase movies, and it still remains the gold standard. Now, maybe I'm a little bit biased. I'm definitely a little bit biased. But I think a lot of that has to do with the passion that my grandfather brought to driving. We all know he loved cars. And truthfully, he could have picked any car in the world to be in that movie. But he chose the Mustang for two reasons. First, it was incredibly important to him to pick a car that the average American could afford, especially on a detective salary. And second, it's badass. I mean, it's kind of the best of both worlds, right? I love that he wanted the car to be accessible to a lot of people. He wanted to give them the opportunity in real life to capture the thrill that they saw on screen. That is why I am so excited and so honored to be here with all of you to unveil the all-new Mustang Bullitt. This car does something that really channels the spirit of my grandfather. So when I was younger, I remember coming across a script, one of the Bullitt scripts, in a box in our house. And he had all of his notes and his scribbles on it. And what really caught my eye is that he had crossed out line after line of his own dialogue. Now, as an actor myself, I can tell you that we don't typically, never really give ourselves less to say. But he was smart enough, and he was confident enough to strip away everything that was unnecessary. And what was left was thrilling. The same is true of the 2019 Bullitt. It is a minimalist work of art that calls back the original 68, debadged with unique 19-inch wheels, a faux gas cap, and a manual transmission with only a cue ball shift knob, just like my grandpa would have wanted. The engineers even gave the V8 a signature exhaust note. Oh, and while they were at it, they made it more powerful than a Mustang GT. It is fun, it's fast, and effortlessly cool. You know, I never got to meet my grandfather. Sadly, he passed away before I was born. But thanks to my mom and all of her stories, he's always been a part of my life. And I always like to think that he's looking down on us as he shifts into Ford. So, if you are looking down, Steve, we have a special treat for all of you that I know you will like.
Molly.
Hi.
Hey, Sean Kiernan. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
As you know, there were two original movie cars.
Mm-hmm.
One was recently found in Mexico. That was a stunt car.
Right.
The other one was actually the one that your grandfather drove, which kind of ties in with my family. When my dad passed away in 2014, I actually worked on the car your grandfather drove in Bullitt.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
You want to grab that? I'll grab this.
Oh, this is so cool.
So it's all original.
What is this?
And that's actually a Warner Brothers sticker.
Oh my God.
The 7Rs from 68. There's been about 8 people since your grandfather that sat in the car.
This is so cool.
On the right side of the tach, there's a couple little fun things with it. The guy that built it for Steve actually didn't have a red line on it, so the motor would fall to pieces if you hit a certain amount. So he wrote that on a piece of tape and stuck it on the tach. For 2 years, it was my mom's daily driver, and she was a 3rd grade school teacher. I'm going to do started.
Started?
Yeah.
Oh.
She should be able to handle it. There you go.
Oh my God.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Sean, for bringing your car and sharing it with all of us.
Thank you, Molly. Molly McQueen. And so awesome that Sean was here with the original Bullitt Mustang. That is so special. I mean, that's what Ford's all about. It's the people. It's the icons. A road trip in a convertible Mustang. A Raptor. An orange Escort Mexico. But can a battery electric vehicle stir the soul? Well, that's what we're all about at Ford. And now we plan to do even more of it by increasing our investment in electric vehicles to $11 billion. And using this technology to give people more of what they love about our most popular and iconic vehicles. Like enough capability to get the tools to the job site even more efficiently, and now to actually power the job site itself.
And it doesn't get any better than this.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that new F-150 hybrid will be built right here in our Dearborn truck plant in 2020. And best of all, we're not going to stop there with the F-150 hybrid. We're thinking about performance vehicles. And what happens when this meets an e-racer acceleration? Well, what is that going to look like? Well, it's too soon to show you, but here's what our next battery electric is going to feel like. Mach 1, a performance battery electric coming in 2020, and we can't wait. It's the beginning of a whole new world for our customers and electrifying the best of Ford. And now I'd like to welcome Jim Hackett back on stage.
Thank you, Jim, and boy, am I excited when I see all of that. Well, there you have it, our passion, smarts, and people, our vision for the future. Thank you for helping us celebrate what makes our industry and our company so special today. We're in the midst of an exciting, world-changing time, and as you can see, Ford is leveraging all of its capabilities and passion for an even more vibrant future. So please come up, experience the passion and the vision of the Blue Oval. Thank you.